Shabbat Shalom. Welcome. Thank you for joining us, and welcome to the 4th and 5th grade Shabbat. Yay. We're very excited. I was in their class not long ago, and their questions were so Talmudic that I had to really search deeply within to find any answer to satisfy them. But they have got a lot of enthusiasm, and they're going to be really wonderful tonight. And I was just with their teacher, Mora Eileen. I don't think she's here yet. Last Sunday, we were protesting for Israel in -10 weather for the hostages. But let us begin. A few more years on your way to the B'nai Mitzvah. We begin with the blessing over the candles. I just want to mention before the blessing over the candles, we're starting a new tradition at Har Zion. Once a month, we will be marking the birthdays of preschool and religious school students in the congregation for that month. So tonight is the January birthday. So if you are a religious school or in the preschool, and if you have a birthday this month, we'll be singing to you later. You can come up on the bima for a blessing, and we'll have cake as well. And we've been instructed to only give the cake at the end of the meal. So we begin with the blessing over the candles.
Vitzivanu, Vitzivanu, lechad ligner. Vitzivanu, Vitzivanu, lechad ligner. Vitzivanu, Vitzivanu, lechad ligner. Shel Shabbat. Lai, 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 lai. Lai, 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 lai. Lai, 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 lai. Praise are you, Adonai, our God, who rules the universe, instilling in us the holiness of mitzvot by commanding us to kindle the light of Shabbat. Yom Zeh leHisrael ora v'simcha Shabbat menucha. This day for Israel is joyous and blessed with light, happiness, and Shabbat rest. Yom Zeh leYisrael ora v'simcha. Yom Zeh leYisrael ora v'simcha. Ora v'simcha. Ora v'simcha. Ora v'simcha. Ora v'simcha. Yom Zeh leYisrael, Shabbat menucha, Shabbat, Shabbat, Shabbat menucha, Shabbat, Shabbat, Shabbat menucha. Kidashta beravta oto mikol yamin, Kidashta beravta oto mikol yamin. Nisheshet kilita milechet olamim. Nisheshet kilita milechet olamim. V'tzu adulim Hashem licha. Shabbat, Shabbat, Shabbat menucha. Shabbat, Shabbat, Shabbat menucha. Yom Zeh leYisrael ora v'simcha. Yom Zeh leYisrael ora v'simcha. Ora
Peace to you, messengers, angels of the Most High, from the rulers of rulers, the Holy One, praised be God. Psalm 95. Let us sing to Adonai and rejoice in the rock of our strength, reading the Holy One with psalms of praise and thanks. Arbaim Shana Akut Bedor Baumar Toe Levav Ham Lehem Lo Yadu Derachai Asher Nishpati Ve'api Inivu El Menuchati. Psalm 96. Let the heavens rejoice, let the earth be glad, let the seas and all it in it we praise. Hashamayim, Hashamayim, Yismehu Hashamayim, Hashamayim, Yismehu Hashamayim, Betagel Haaretz, Yismehu Hashamayim, Hashamayim, Yismehu Hashamayim, Hashamayim, Yismehu Hashamayim, Betagel Haaretz. Yiramayim, 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 Elo, Yiramayim, 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 Elo, Yiramayim, 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 Elo, Yiramayim, 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 Elo, Yismehu Hashamayim, Hashamayim, Yismehu Hashamayim, Hashamayim, Yismehu Hashamayim, Betagel Haaretz. Lifnei Adonai kiva lishpot haaretz, lishpot tevel ve'et tzedek ve'yamin ve'amunato.
Psalm 97. Light is sown for the righteous and joy for the upright. Rejoice in Adonai, you righteous people, and thank God as you pronounce the divine holy name. Wazavu ala tzadik, uleishrei wave, simha, simhu sadikim badonai, ve'yodu lezecher kodsho.
We turn to page 3 in our booklets. We are singing Lecha Dodi, the central prayer of our Friday night Kabbalat Shabbat service.
You can't run it.
Please remain stand or please rise now.
Huh?
Oh, it's a start. Face the entrance to greet the bride Shabbat, the last stanza of the Chadodi. Oh, it is Shalom. Tochenu am segula. Oichala, oichala. Lecha dodi, likra kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela.
Please remain standing, but turn back towards the lecterns, towards the ark. We have our Baruch Hu, our call to worship. We unite in heart and mind. We're on page 4.
Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMivorach. Baruch Adonai HaMivorach Leolam.
Please be seated.
Creator of day and night, you will light away from darkness and darkness away from light, and cause the day to pass and night to come.
dividing day and night. Adonai Sabaoth, ruler of heavens is your name. Eternal God, rule over us now and always. Praised are you, Adonai, who makes the evenings fall. Uma avir yom, umevi laila. Uma avdil ben yom, uven laila. Adonai Sabaoth, Shemam. El Chai v'Kayam, Tamidim lo chaleinu, le'olam va'ed. Baruch Ata Adonai Hama'ariv Haravim. Ahavat olam Beit Yisrael, Amecha avta. Torah u'mitzvot, ukimu mishpatim, otanu limadeta, alkeinu Adonai Eloheinu, b'shovenu v'kumenu, nasiach behukecha.
Oh, yeah.
Your commandments are our life, and they lengthen our days, and we will meditate on them. Ki hem chayenu, orech yameinu, uvehem negeh yomam v'layla. Ki hem chayenu, orech yameinu, uvehem negeh yomam v'layla.
With unending love, you have loved Israel, your people, teaching us Torah, commandments, laws, and judgments. Therefore, Adonai our God, before we go to sleep and when we arise, we will concentrate on your teachings. We will forever rejoice in your commandments, for they are our life and give meaning to our days. May you never take away your love from us. Praised are you, Adonai, who loves the people Israel. Ve'ahavateha al tasir mimenu le'olamim. Baruch ata Adonai ohevamo Yisrael. Shema Yisrael. Adonai Eloheinu. Adonai Echad. Hafta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levecha uv'chol nefshecha uv'chol meodecha v'hayu hadevarim ha'ele asher Elohim mitzvotah hayom levavecha v'nshinantan levonecha v'dibarta bam b'shivtecha biritecha uvelektecha v'derek yujecha ukumlecha uvsharkta Yahito, Bigadu, Dotafo, Beneneha, Uvtavtam, Amezuzot, Beta, Uvishareha. You shall love Adonai your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your might. And these words which I command you today shall always be in your heart. Teach them to your children. Speak of them when you are at home and when you are away. Repeat them when you lie down at night and when you rise up in the morning. Bind them as a sign upon your arm and place them as a reminder between your eyes. Write them on the doorposts of your house and on your gates.
Your children saw your majesty when you parted the sea before Moses. This is my God, they shouted. And then Adonai shall rule forever and ever. And it is said, Adonai has saved Jacob from a strong, powerful people. Praised are you, Adonai, who has helped the people Israel.
Umalhut over Ratzon, Kibu Alehem, Moshe Miriam, Uvene Yisrael, Lachanu Shira, Besim Haraba, Ve'ameru Kulam, Mi Hamocha Bailim Adonai, Mi Kamocha Nedar Bakodesh, Nora Tehilo, Rosefele, Nora Tehilo, Rosefele, Malhutecha, Ravanecha, Bekeyayam, Livnei Moshe, Zelim, Anu ve'yameru, Adonai, Imloch le'olam va'ed, Adonai, Imloch le'olam va'ed, V'nemar kifadar, Adonai Echeko, Ugalo miad hazak mimenu, Baruch atah Adonai, Gal Yisrael. Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu leShalom, Lahamidenu Malkeinu lechaim. Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu leShalom, Lahamidenu Malkeinu lechaim. Help us, Adonai, our God, to lie down peacefully and then wake us again as new. Spread over us your shelter of peace and guide us with your good advice. Help us for your own sake and be like a shield around us, protecting us from enemies, disease, violence, hunger, and sorrow.
Our name isn't on there anymore. Because I didn't verify my name.
Shelter us in the shadow of your wings, for you are our compassionate ruler. Guard us as we come and go so that we may live peacefully now and forever. Praise you are Adonai, who spreads a shelter of peace over us in Jerusalem. Ushamor seitenu uvoenu, lechaim ushalom, me'ata ve'ad olam. Uparosh aleinu sukkah shelomeha, Baruch atah Adonai. Hapare sukkah shalom aleinu, ve'akol amod Yisrael, ve'al Yerushalayim.
Please rise.
B'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, Shabbos, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית העולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל לא תהי לעולם, לא תהי לעולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, Shabbos, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית העולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת. Shabbos, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית העולם. וביום השביעי שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת. Shabbos, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית העולם.
The people of Israel shall bless the Shabbat, observing it throughout the generations as an everlasting covenant. It is a sign between me and the people, Israel, forever, that in 6 days Adonai made the heavens and the earth, and on the seventh day Adonai rested and was refreshed.
יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה, ויעלמה דברה קירותי, וימליך מלכותי, בחייכון וביומייכון, ובחיי דכל בית ישראל. בגלה ובזמן קריב אמרו אמן. ישמי רבה מברך לעלם ולעלמי עלמיה יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי דקודשה בריך ולילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה ושבחתה ונחמתה ודמירה מעלמה אמרו אמן.
Please remain standing for our silent Amidah. We have an abbreviated silent Amidah in our booklets, but if you would like to pray the full words of the Amidah, they're on page 47 in our prayer books through to page 52. Our moments of silent prayer and meditation.
Say shalom Libruma, Booyah, say shalom Aleinu, Ve'akol Yisrael, Imru, Amen. Yah say shalom, Shalom Aleinu, Ve'akol Yisrael. Shalom, Shalom Aleinu, Ve'akol Yisrael. Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu, Ve'akol Yisrael. Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu, Ve'akol Yisrael.
Please remain standing for Kiddush.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidishanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu b'shabbat kodsho b'ahava u'b'ratzon hinchilanu zikaron lema'aseh b'reshit ki hu yom techila lemikra kodesh zecher letziat mitzrayim ki Kivanu Bacharta, Yotanu Kidashta, Amim, Vishabat Kochecha, V'ava Uvratzon, Inchaltanu, Baruch atah Adonai, Mikadesh HaShabbat.
Amen. Please be seated. Shabbat Shalom. So when I was your age, or maybe a little bit older, I had a friend, one of my best friends, and he had an issue with another person who was also a friend of ours. And he really wanted to talk to me about it. But for whatever reason, I think maybe this happens to all of us, I just wasn't patient. I just didn't want to hear it. So I listened a little bit and I went on to doing other things. And he kept coming to me and I kept going away to do other things. And so my friend ended up dealing with this issue in his own way. And I remember later, maybe it was a lot later, thinking about it and regretting that that was the way I acted. So how does it relate to our Torah portion? Our Torah portion this week is all about the plagues in Egypt. One of the most interesting, important aspects about the plagues is that every time after Moses would go to Pharaoh and say, let my people go, and Pharaoh would say no. But sometimes after a plague, Pharaoh would want to let the people go, but then what he would do, he would harden his heart. Have you heard about this? He would harden his heart. And so it's such an interesting expression. What does it mean to harden your heart? It's when you don't allow your heart or yourself to act in the way you actually want to act. But instead you don't listen to yourself, and you just think, next time, or it doesn't matter, I don't have space for this. Or maybe in a much more extreme way Pharaoh did, I won't let anything get in the way of me being right and of being Pharaoh. So hardening his heart was something that Pharaoh did a lot. So what's the opposite of hardening your heart? It's trying to help other people in their times of need. It's when a friend comes up to you and says, hey, I need you. You actually listen. It's about not taking other people's moods to heart too much in the worst possible way. It's about being open to other people. And so Pharaoh did it a lot. And at the beginning of the plagues, the Torah says that every time there was a plague, Pharaoh's heart would harden by itself, because he was so used to making his heart hard, he would not allow any kind thought for the Israelites. And then later what happened is when there were plagues and he could see his own people were suffering, the Egyptians and his own courtiers, the magicians in his court, he might have had a thought, this is not worth it, I should actually let the people go. But then the Torah says he hardened his own heart, because another part of him came in and said, no, I am not going to let this happen. And then finally, this is the most tragic part. At the end, God hardens Pharaoh's heart for him. So how could God do this? So our wisdom is that Pharaoh's heart was so hard that the only reason he didn't harden his own heart because he was so afraid of God. And so God said, well, what you would really want to do if I wasn't here making all of these plagues is you would not want to let the people go. So I'll just accept you've hardened your heart this much, and I'll help you be the person you really want to be. So what's the opposite of a hard heart? It's a heart of living flesh. So one of our prophets, Ezekiel, says, many years after this, I'm going to remove your hearts of stone and give you a heart of flesh. And this is what we want. We want a heart that's living and that cares for other people. And of course, we all have our moments when, as I said at the beginning, we're busy with our own stuff, we're busy in our own lives, it's hard to really pay attention to other people, we don't have patience to be warm-hearted. But then what we do, we just try again. And if one time we don't do it, well, the next time we try again. And so our parsha, what it's teaching us is we shouldn't become like Pharaoh, a person who hardens their heart so much that that just becomes the very state of our heart. And then we just lose the ability to stop it. It's not always easy, but we can also try the opposite, to be a person who always tries to soften their heart, who always tries to be there for other people, who makes it our habit to approach other people. And so luckily I stayed friends with one of my best friends I was talking about, and we've tried over the years to do our best to be there for each other. And the goal is always to learn from our mistakes and to keep whittling away at that stone in our hearts and make it a stone of living flesh. Shabbat Shalom. Please rise. We turn to Aleinu. We're on page 12. Please be seated. Before the mourner's Kaddish, we're going to sing Yom Huledet Sameach, happy birthday to all those preschool, religious school, and Hebrew high students who have a birthday in January. So if you have a birthday in January, please come up to the bima. Sasha. 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 You can stand in the middle. So from the day of your birth in the middle of winter, your birthdays has brought a lot of warmth to your families and friends and community. So we're so excited to celebrate your birthdays with you and hope you have wonderful years of happiness and fun and friendship. Let's all sing together.
Yom Huledet Sameach, Yom Huledet Sameach, Yom Huledet Sameach, Yom Huledet Sameach.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, January birthdays. Happy birthday to you. That's it.
Happy birthday.
What's that? That's Elena's
Now we'll turn to our mourner's Kaddish. And this week we are observing the following Yortzites: Goldie Barron, Jonathan Ben Harush, Devorah Besser, Jenny Bramson, Jerry Braun, David Chapman, Catherine Charnas, Frida Chernick, Jacob Gilbert, Charles Glasser, Herman Goldberg, Joseph Goldstein, Eva Golinkin, Julius N. Harris, Ruben Harris, Maxine Horwich, Arthur Janus, Julius Lee Kabaker, Emmanuel Cantor, Pauline Lawrence, Kate Lerman, Oscar Lerner, Beverly Martin, Petey Meyer, David Nadell, Bob Nelson, Menachem Peled, Evelyn Pielet, Neil Rader, Melvin Rice, Myra Palmer Rosenberg, Solomon Rosenfeld, Eva Shafton, Louis Sharton, Ruth Siegel, Olive Singer, Mandel Skibble, Mitchell Yale Smith, Rebecca Weiner, Solowitz, Face Pink, Sam Stone, Lenore Tenner, Alfred Travis, Naomi F. Tuchin, Hans Washtel. If you are observing a yard site or a morning, please rise and join me in the words of the Kaddish. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shebei rabba.
Amen.
Ve'alma divrach yirutei
v'yamlich malchutei.
Chayechod v'yomechod chayei lechol beit Yisrael. V'galav b'zman kariv v'yimahu. Amen. Yehei shmei rabba mevorach le'olam olam. Yiparach v'yishtabach v'yipa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitaleh shmei kudusha brichu ve'ela minkol birchata v'shirata dush b'chata v'nechemata v'dam v'alma v'yimu amen. Yehi shlam rabba v'yishmaya v'chaim aleinu v'yal kol Yisrael v'yimu amen. Oseh shalom v'romah v'yaseh shalom aleinu v'yal kol Yisrael v'yimu amen. So time for a few thank yous and yasher koachs, and we knew this class would be amazing, and they were really amazing, weren't they? And we love seeing them every year, and every year they get better, and they do more and more of the service. And they did almost all the service this time. And the only reason they didn't do more is because you have to be bar bat mitzvah age to do the final parts, and they're getting there pretty soon. They're getting there pretty soon. And so we're excited. We're so excited for all of you. And we know that it's going to be a fun year. And I look forward to all of your Talmudic questions when you write your Divrei Torah. And you all have beautiful voices and you're chanting. And I think it's going to be a great year of B'nai Mitzvah. And so we're all very proud of you. I'd like to invite your principal, David Schwartz, to also come up and share a few words.
I don't know if you guys know this, but you are the first class that started with me. We started at Hebrew School together here. And I have seen you guys get more and more skilled and more comfortable up here, and you've gotten to the point where you just led the service as amazingly as you did today, which we are very proud of. So thank you for everything you did for us in leading the service. You couldn't have gotten there without a little bit of help. So thank you, Cantor, for all of your many hours working with them as a group, working with them individually, sending things to the parents. And thank you, Maura Eileen, because this is your second year with this class, and you have loved them, you have gotten to them to this point with Hebrew, you have given up the time so that they can do as well as they did today. So we appreciate everything that you have done for these kids and for our school over the years. And finally, thank you, parents. Like, we couldn't do what we do and we couldn't get them to this point without you guys bringing them every time and showing up and supporting what we're doing here. So I will give you a round of applause for all of your work to support our kids. Thank you. A few words of logistics. After the service is over, if you are here for the class and with the dinner, then please go quickly but not running next door and find a spot at a table so that we can proceed on with the evening's activities. If you are not here for the dinner, you are also invited to come next door for Kiddush and Motzi. We will have cups of grape juice for you at the table where the challah is. So please pick up one of those and stay for Kiddush and for Motzi. and then enjoy your evening. And with that, I look forward to seeing you all at the dinner and then seeing you on Sunday, our first Sunday of January. So back to Cantor.
What can I say about this class? It's wonderful. Love coming in, working with you, and I look forward to working with you in the future. And I'm glad you learned the meaning of the word Shah. And they respond, they Shah. Quiet. All right, well, we'll conclude our service with the class leading Adon Olam, but don't go away because we have another surprise after Adon Olam. Listen to them and repeat.
Adon Olam, Hashem Allah, B'Terem Kol, Yetzir Mira, Li'et Nasa, V'Hesed Kol, Azay Hashem Lo Nikra Adon Olam, V'Yahareh Tilotaho, Adon Olam, V'Hu Omed, V'Hu Yevitifara, Adon Olam, Adon Olam, Sheni, Adon Olam, Adon Olam. Adon Olam, Adon Olam, Adon Olam, Adon Olam, Adon Olam,
Adon Olam,
Hashem Allah,
Hashem Allah,
B'Terem Kol, Yetzir Nira, Li'et Nasa, V'Hesed Kol, Azay Hashem Lo Nikra Adon Olam. Israel, Am Israel, Hi, Hi, Am Israel, Am Israel, Am Israel, Hi, Hi, Am Israel, Am Israel, Am Israel, Hi, Hi, Am Israel, Am Israel, Am Israel, Hi, Hi, Oravinu, Hi, Hi, Oravinu, Hi, Hi, Oravinu, 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 Hi, Hi, Oravinu, Hi, Hi, Oravinu, Hi, Hi, Oravinu, 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 Hi. Shabbat Shalom! Shabbat Shalom! Shabbat Shalom! Shabbat Shalom! Bye!
Please rise for our concluding bracha. Please rise.
Shabbat Shalom! No, we can't. Okay, hello. Okay, there's still more. Don't leave. There's still more.
Shah. Shah.
Please rise.
Shah.
Kadosh Baruch Hu, bless this amazing class.
Okay.
And their families and their teacher and all of us with joy, peace, and some Shabbat rest. And let us say Amen.
Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha.
Adonai protect and bless you.
Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'chuneka.
May God's face illumine you and be gracious to you.
Yisha Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom.
Adonai turn his countenance towards you and grant you peace. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom, everybody! Shabbat Shalom, everyone! Shabbat Shalom! Hi, I'm Israel, I'm Israel, I'm Israel. Hi, I'm Israel, I'm Israel.
Good job, guys.
Hello.